Oh, I was just cross up. Go ahead, about to cross up. Alright. Yep, just approach behind that. You shouldn't have got caught out though. I'm just gonna be patient. End of block string. Oh, I challenged it incorrectly. I'm pretty sure that works, but the fireball is actually a frame trap as well. Caught me mashing roll on wake up, so I'm just being antsy. I just don't want to block right now. Yeah, caught me mashing. Okay, now I just want to be biting your doll. Yep, I'm in a good position now. Oh, shouldn't have got caught. Shouldn't have got hit by there. They're in a bad position. Oh no. Okay, I do the combo so I can save a doll meter. One more mix up. You can't EA that. If you EA that, it's actually safe on block as well. Because EA is too slow to punish that. Nice, and yeah, I just want to kill. Yeah, so he takes the first game. Alright, so it's... Okay, so it's another safe. See, Celica tried to be aggressive on that round start. 2D probably wasn't the best choice here, because 2D is kind of slow. It puts out a big hitbox, but, you know, it's easily interruptible. It doesn't have any armor or anything. You're not really beating any option, just hoping they run into it. Ooh. It's kind of an awkward situation there. I got caught out by pressing 5C. Whoops. There's Rage Burst as well. 1080p is too big. It's too hard to skip through. See, I don't get to confirm. Alright, so, like, this is actually negative on block, which is sort of okay. Whenever Celica enters into a fireball, if fireball's, like, from closer than half screen, you're kind of playing with frames and options there. So I chose that I wanted to do 5C. Oops. Fuck. Let me just frame skip that back into place. Yeah. Yeah, you can see it's a pretty poor option. What that 5C is for is to actually check him if he's going to do any dashing approaches. They tries to run at me and press a button. But because he air dashed over it, 5C has a lot of whiff recovery and I'm just going to get blown up for it. And he gets confirmed. I don't want to give him momentum, so I just burst straight away, huh? Probably not the best idea. Alright, side swap, put him in a corner. Oh no! I confirmed too late. I want to put him in a solid block string. The thing about that is that, like, Celica's punch has a lot of, her uppercut has a lot of startup frames, so it's like 14 or something like that. There's not, like 60 has a lot of blocks done, but if you want to keep him in a solid block string, you gotta like commit to the button early, and I think I just didn't recognize that it got guard pointed, so I pressed too early. I delayed a bit to try and block it, but I didn't delay enough. So it just hit me out of it. Side swap, yep. Into the corner. Yes, I just got out of it. I didn't want to... If I wanted to force the mix-up in my first jump, I could have got EA there, so I just double jumped and just got the hell out of that situation and just let Dole handle it. If he let EA rip, it was going to either whiff because I jumped over him, or he's going to hit the Dole and I'd be able to land punish him. So I ended up putting himself in a sandwich situation, but now he's out of there. Okay, mix up, yep. Rapid, just go right in there. No! Okay, the thing about Carl is don't let him get away with that shit. You need to know your jump 2C punish, because that's a strong cross-up tool with Carl. You never know what's going to happen, it's hard to react to. He does 5B, instant air dash, jump 2C as a cross-up. The punish for this is just jump air throw. Just jump air throw. Because it has invul as well. You're not gonna get traded. He's on like negative 20 something whenever he does the Allegretto. I mean, the jump 2C on block. He can't cancel it unless he rapids. That's why you see a lot of Carls just do jump 2C, and they don't even confirm, they just rapid. Because it's kind of a weird pause before he flips over from the block. But then if you wait and try and confirm, it's too late to combo off of it, because when you rapid it, you fall straight to the ground. But you have to fall, and then you have to press the button afterwards, and that's going to affect your follow-up timing. So Carl's just sometimes just rapid straight away. It doesn't even matter if it's hit or block, they're just going to get it that way. So you got to air throw. I air barriered because I thought he might press the button in anti-air or something like that, but he didn't punish me at all. So he's just looking at me, deers in headlights, so I just mash back at him, and he's going to die for this. Clap. Ooh, I misdropped it there. Yeah, so like see, like this is a generic safe starter for Carl. I do 4D and instant air backdash. But because he does instant air dash to chase after me, because I've always jumped in all of our starter rounds, because whenever you connect a button with Carl on block, the doll actually stops what he's doing unless the doll is doing a special. So yeah, it was a decent option. The only thing I would have stopped at is if I did Brio instead, and Brio's sort of a decent read. Like, it covers a lot of hitbox airspace, so it's actually pretty good in neutral at that starter round situation. Oh, that wasn't out of range. But like when you whiff 2A, it's kind of fast, it's hard to recognize. And if they're just going to keep mashing buttons afterwards, like 20 frames, you see it whiff, and you press a button. But if you don't recognize it in those 20 frames, you get counter hit because they pressed L1 first. That's fine, just let that whiff rock. Now I just don't want to get frame trapped, but I get caught by a low. So I think I was just watching for the overhead, but there's no reason to look for the overhead when Celica's on full HP, or she hasn't connected with a drive move. Because the overhead is only scary if she has the extra HP meter, so she can make it enhanced. Because then she gets a full conversion. If she just goes raw overhead like this, there's no reason why I got hit there. I shouldn't have needed to block it. Might as well just take the damage, because it's going to be a high risk, low reward for her. Luckily, too far to combo, so it's good for my end. Oh no. She yelled me, but he dropped the combo, then I fell into her anti-air. Oh, I dropped the combo again. I could have air dashed. I could have rolled on wake up against that. Let's go back a bit. Oh, yeah. Oh, trips. Drops a combo here. So one of the things that Celica is actually good for is a 6P's dumbest button. Ugh. Celica, please. Celica, please. Yeah, it's 4 frame till head invul. So it's actually a very good anti-air. The hitbox is actually quite good too. It's pretty good for slapping people out of the air. It's a very scary move because if you get it on hit as well, just on a normal air hit, you don't even need a counter hit. It leads into 4k, so it's a lot of reward. But Celica's on full HP. She needs that enhancement to get the reward. It's not too bad. Still gonna get a decent combo. Yeah, gets a knockdown. I don't know why it doesn't go for the slap. So yeah. So if I just skip back a bit. Yeah, the thing that Carls want to do as well is that whenever you do an air dash mix up as an Okizeme, this. I can roll that on reaction. There's nothing you can do about this. Roll, depending on the character, you gotta get like your weird OS on point. Or you just got to recognize the roll and then dash buffer a button afterwards. Because when you're rolling, she's like this high, right? Then she presses a button, but she still has to go downwards, and then she has to land. But as Carl, I'm going to have my head and body involved from frame 1, and I'm going to land like around here. So the second you land, you have to go instantly and press the dash button and hit me. So whenever you're doing instant air dash mix-ups, like on their wake up, you got to be careful for that. You got to get your timing right, because instant air dash, or just air dash, is just so much commitment because you have the horizontal movement and then you have the falling movement. And I have head and body from frame 1 involved, so I can roll it. I should have rolled this. One of the things Carl's recognizing is you have a lot of good defense tools, but they're bad in single use. You got to know how to use them right, and roll is such a good option as Carl. Like, just getting the fuck out of there. That gets me out. See, there's no foot involved. This is bad, but he drops it. I think he realizes. I think he's doing the wrong combo, maybe? That's gonna kill. Yeah, no safe start. I'm just so jump barrowing. There's not much I can do against Celica. Okay. Ooh, big frame trap. That's good for him. I think one of the good combos, the things you can do against Carl, is to always do combos that send him far away from the doll. Because that means I can't challenge the gap by rolling and doing a doll activate or something like that. I don't have any doll to like buffer in between buttons and shit, so I'm kind of on my own. I have to really force on my own defensive options. Yep, I don't tech because I want to go into advantageous situation. Okay, I just want to try and set up this weird neutral situation here where I kind of want to be in control and start getting the doll doing things. Oh, and that's sort of things you got to worry about. Just having that when you're around the doll, that kind of stuff happens. When you're not actively pressuring Carl, that kind of stuff can just happen. Oh, it's so risky. Carl's anti-air 6A is really good, but I just chose not to challenge it. That's good to use that to just keep me blocking, try and control situation. Oh, I caught him out on that whiff. Side swap. Push him to the corner. Oh, I didn't bother to push him to the corner. Wacky stuff happening. Drop the combo. That's bad. That could have been so good for me. But this is good too. Use his best too. I can't kill him. I could have killed him if I did the full combo. If I did the clap into free C Fermata. The big punch super into EA activate. So I was a bit sloppy on my combat. I should have been a death. I got hit by wake up DP. I think one of the things is like when you get hit by a wake up DP, she can't combo off it. She doesn't even get a knockdown off of it, so you just float in the air. You can kind of see what she does and then try and just tech forwards and backwards to make Celica chase you. And she gets really annoyed at that because her ground movement isn't that fast. She runs kind of slow. Her air buttons are good. Her air dash is kind of okay. It's just that she has good buttons. At least in regards to the amount of reach they have. But if she guesses incorrectly, then she's going to try and hard chase you. Ooh, random focal. Nice, gets caught out. So I'm being a bit careful on my doll usage because I don't want to get waste all my doll meter. But I think one of the things is that when you have low, when Carl has low doll meter, you can actually do a horizontal approach. So when I have low doll meter like that, you can actually start threatening horizontal because any time the doll activates, you can just press a button and kill it. If you press a button and kill it, it's gonna deactivate. So you can see I don't want to use it there, but I saw him jump in the air, so I tried to do something, but I got hit. Just forcing a random hit. See, I don't want to use the doll right now. But then he kind of just lands himself into it, and that's a scary thing. You gotta watch your positioning. The second you committed to that instant air, to the air dash, I wasn't in a position to punish that. I maybe could have done jump 2C, but I was just decided, based on my jumping angle, I was just out of there. But the second committed to this. Whoops. Yeah. Yeah. I knew you were gonna gonna land in this situation, so I avoided any kind of situation that's so close to chopping my head off. I instantly did that 4D because I knew you were gonna land in between, and that's why I got this situation. Like, you put yourself in a terrible position. I think one of the things you should always do is that whenever you make any committed movement, you need to kind of know where you're going to end up, especially relative to the doll. And if you're going to really put yourself in a bad position, you have to be ready to challenge the doll. One of the things you can do against doll is that if you use a jump cancel move on block, because hitting the doll is counting as hitting a block. So things that are jump cancelable on hit can't be jump cancelled. But if things that are jump cancelable on block, you can just press that button and then buffer an up-back barrier if you see it connect on the doll. That way, if she does anything, you're safe. She doesn't have any air or like unblockables. There are actually a lot of air unblockables, but because you're barriering, you're fine. Yeah. I recognize that, and like, you're stuck in this situation. Now it's my turn. So I read like the second he did the air dash, I already had all that situation planned out in my head of how I was gonna throw, because I knew he landed right where I wanted him to be. 2D might have been better there, but you know, 4D is always good. Reaches far too. 2D has a bit long startup. I just wanted to make him block. So round start. What am I gonna do? Should be playing it safe. I can always just stand there and not do anything either. There we go. Now safe starter. So instant air dashes again. I use anima to try and armor for something. Does it connect? I think it's too high to connect. Oh yeah, catches his landing. Nice. Sometimes they just they connect anima, but because of the forward movement and they're too high, it goes over the head. But yeah, this is. I use anima. It guard points all everything, so any aggressive approach just gets beaten. Anima doesn't stop. Any specials that Ada doesn't stop. So Brio, the anima grab, Forco stops. Pretty sure Forco stops. No, Forco doesn't stop. And Volante stops if the fireball isn't fully out yet. Side swap, put him in the corner, bad for him. Oh, I didn't get the dash buffer. I need to get the dash buffer. I'm gonna drop the combo. Shenanigan situation. I should have probably buffered a 4D somewhere in there, just keep him on the ground. That's the best thing, because when you're in a scramble situation, you're attacking from two angles. It kind of gets them in a great point. I hit him with the jump in mix up. Yeah, jump in 2B. Happens. You just guessed wrong. Drop the combo. Yeah, I'm being super safe there. I did double jumps, so I didn't want to. I saw the OD activate, and I'm guessing that he's gonna like mash something. So let's see the barrier, just keeping it safe. Double jump, try and bait the EA. If I was still in block stun, like if I landed and pressed a button or something, and didn't put I had a feeling that there was gonna be a gap after the end of a 2D if I went for a proper mix-up. Instead of doing a jump in, if I did like land 2B or hit dash, he could have just mashed EA, so I decided to just keep it safe and bait him. And I called out the hesitation and just throw him. And it's kind of like a typical Carl round. He just gets... He puts it into the corner, and then he just does the mix-up on you. You can block that. You can air barrier. Drop a dash buffer again, I did a 4 dash. Okay, it's kind of like a weird, like, character knowledge thing, but if you kind of know the character well, that was a escapable situation. So the thing about Carl is that if you do jump C at a weird angle of like when you're above them, you can kind of just roll out for free here. You would have rolled out of the corner. Although that means I might be able to pick you up if I did a longer 5B there. Ooh, that reaches super high. And he just gets caught out trying to jump out. Yeah, that's the hardest part about DPing Celica Oki. Sorry, Carl Oki. I think one of the things, the best thing you can do is just counter assault instead, or just save the meter and counter assault. I tried to do an aggressive play, caught him on the gaps. No, I dropped a confirm. Yeah, nice whiff punish. Jump 2C has a lot of landing recovery, so you can whiff punish here. Punch. Combo. Save my doll meter. So I just press the LA jumpy to just keep him on the ground and stop him from doing anything. If he DP there, maybe I might have safe jump because Celica's DP has guard point, so it's kind of shitty. But basically, I tried to conserve my doll meter there, so I wasn't really going to do Oki. Carl using the last of his doll gauge just to get to force Oki on you is bad. It's not really a great situation unless he has OD. Oof. Yeah, so no one hand, so gets nothing. That jump TC is whack. People always mash throw on like OD activate for some reason. That's best to blow that up. Gives a huge reward on hit. I love that. Oof. Doesn't confirm. That's bad. I think I did slide button, but then I fucked it up. Dropped confirm too. Counter assault, yeah, counter assault's good. But catches him, just committing too hard on his aim even options. Yeah. Scramble situation. There we go. Ah, but it didn't block the rapid low. You can react to the second overhead because she only has 2 overheads, has the flaily, which is okay, and then has the big slam again, but like all the lows are really fast whenever she rapids from that. So I'm probably just got too slow on just changing my block. Okay, that's one of the things that Carl does. If you sort of know how Carl works, he actually has a lot of doll recovery on his moves. They're about like 40 frames recovery each. So he can generally fit about 4 to 5 A buttons before he can frame trap you, or about 2 to 3 B or C buttons. So, because I did 4B here, and you push him so far away, I can't actually do any options from here. If I do 3C, it's not a solid block string, you can backdash. If I do 6C, it can be interrupted. If I do 6B, which is like the weird twirl and hit you in the low thing, there is always naturally at least a 3-frame gap. So you could have jumped or backdashed or something. But you can see the doll was still in recovery. I don't actually have many pressure options here. You could have actually just jumped out from this far. 6B here would actually even barely connect as well. So one of the things is that you kind of have to watch what button Carl was doing and his options from that to try and trap you, as well as the recovery on the dolls. Because this was the free jump out option. And that's why I tried to jump in and I did the barrier, because I knew I couldn't do another doll button to lock her down. So I tried to just keep it safe and try to see what she does. And you recognized it. And you can see that was the fastest button I can do. This 2D. Like, no, it wasn't the fastest button, but it's kind of like, they're just going to sit there, so I try and went for 2D as fast as possible. And it's such a big gap that she's all the way over there. Yeah, use Volante, control to neutral. Oof, caught me low. Oh, that was just a nice call up by me. Side swap, yeah. Put him to the corner, mix up. Good block. Oh, got caught jumping out, that sucks. 6C is not actually normally get the big combo, but because he got air hit, it's a great combo. Yeah, nice confirm. Although I didn't need a rapid there. Oh, I didn't get the confirm. But then you Volante. Oh, you gotta watch out for that before screen, off-screen Volante. Happens. It happens. Ah, that's interesting. That's Kish. I should have whiff punished that. I think that might have been a 6B, because that looks like a 5B, but then get the cross-up input. Turned out okay. I burst. I think one of burst too, for Carl's like to burst, is that if I do use burst, I push you into the corner, so then I can do dull summon and try and force some pressure, because corner is really where Carl shines. I don't have to sandwich you because you're just stuck in a corner. I can't left right you, but it's just so much pressure in a corner. I don't get pushed out easily as well. Oh, that's bad. Dull summon. Yeah, I recognize I was on negative frames. Trying to use that 5B just to check him. Oh, that was nice confirm. There we go, put him in a sandwich situation. That was beautiful. Dull. Already committed to that 2D there. So that wasn't great. Tick throw. That combo's really hard to do, but I dropped it on the easy part. Watch out for the burst. Yeah, so I did the jump C early because I just wanted to get the knockdown and force him to the Yokozuna situation because I saw he had the burst come up. So if I went for a big combo, I wasn't sure if I could. I didn't want to get bursted out because it was my time to get in. So I just wanted to get the knockdown and force and a mix-up situation straight away. And then he made the wrong call on trying to DP. So he gambled on 2 reversals there and didn't work out for him. There we go. Nice, catches out my jump backwards. Oh, that's a big counter here. He's gonna get a knockdown. Decent damage. Don't drop it. Oh, why doesn't he go for the slam? Slam just not work there? That's like the 3rd time he's done that. Oh, big fatal counter. Gets hit by the overhead. Bad situation for him now. Yeah, gets hit by the low. That was a weird scramble situation. I even somehow put myself in a corner. I think he got vacuumed out by something. Let's press the forward button. He's gonna open up again. Oof. Jump TC is not a good option on block. I don't know why I did that. Because that would have put me into a bad situation. I could have confirmed that better. It's like, I think I really like his neutral here. He's just trying to chase down Carl, but like, he's not committing to big options. He's just flailing buttons until he gets something happening. It's unfortunate he gets caught out, but he's not doing jump D. Jump D is kind of awful because he's so committed. But then somehow that does it there. Alright. You gotta be careful. I could have pre-O'd that. No. But the good thing about Celica's DP is it eats a lot of doll gauge. So now I have no doll. Okay, the thing about Carl Cannibal is I'm always negative 20 on this. At least negative 20, I think. The recovery starts the second it connects. So even though you're far away, you could have just dashed and pressed a button. Like, instead of that, you could have just did dash 5B or 5C. And if you see Cannibal on block, it's fucking terrible. It's not even a low. It's just a wacky frame trap. That was very predictable when you air dash like that. When you just jump in the air. That's what I'm trying to look for right now. Nice, get the same side. Ooh, Celica. You got cheated so hard. Yeah, it vacuums in. Yeah. I get one more hit. Vacuums in. That's cheating. I'll take it. That really sucks. But then I recognize that too late and get hit again. Nice reset, I guess. Yeah. Oof, I tried to call something out. That was a hard read on the F-row. I recognised it was going to jump at me. Oh, that was just a scramble situation. So basically in that whole situation, I was just wanting to do something safe. And when you're floating around this far, people don't actually expect to get Alligator. So I jumped forward and I realised I was going to land into him, so I started blocking. But then, you don't recognise that Carl's going to do something like that. Alligator hops from that far. So yeah. Like, there's not much you can do to punish that. You just run at Imbo. Not really any reason to be scared of Carl, though. Like, no one expects this to happen. It's a good move. You get hit by a cross up. Oh well. Oops. Oh no, big. Yeah. The thing about Carl was that his fatal combos aren't big. Like, even if he gets a fatal, he doesn't get a huge conversion unless he spends a ton of meter and resources. His combo damage is actually relatively stable. Because his combos don't change on fatal. There's not much you can do. Like, whether you get fatal or not just determines the, mainly the untechable time on a first hit. You can maybe, like, change your route and kind of make it min-max efficient, but it's not a big damage combo like all the other characters do. It's still going to be ending the same 3 to 3.5k damage. What you're really scared for and what you're probably bursting is trying to get away from the situation that happens after it. And I just burst because I want to put him in a corner. Probably not the best ideas anymore. I can still save the EA. Scramble situations all over. Nice block. There we go. 5C try and check him forward movement, but he's air dashing at me. One thing we need to watch out for is Celica. I don't think her forward movement's not that great, so her ability to dash button at you is not good. Bam. Ooh, I dropped it. Did wrong input. Oh, that was unfortunate. He was trying to wrap it on block as well. Just happened to whiff. Good, yeah. Counter assault is really good. When you think Carl's gonna mix you up, especially in a 2D. On both of his options, if he wants to mix you up, like, he has to press a button. The doll doesn't hit low, unless he does the unblockable with the little ground 12 thing, the 3D. So if he wants to mix you up, Carl has to come in. You can always counter assault that. He has to, like, bait your counter assault if you do it at the right timing. So pretty much, like, as Carl jumps in on you. Like, yeah, you counter assault there. And I think he does? Yeah. Very perfect. Oh, but then he commits too much to the instant dash. You gotta know your counter assault options as well. You gotta know the positioning you're at when you land a counter assault, because you don't fuck with Carl's 6A. It's really good anti-air. And then just get randomly crossed up. Like, hit or block, that's gonna be bad because I do jump 2C into block string into 2D. Oh, nice check. Great anti-air. Ah, frame traps me. Could have rolled that. Press buttons on Carl. Press a low even. He's negative 10 on EA. He doesn't have any low or throw in vol moves on from frame 1, so you can always just press lows at him. You need to press lows at him. Especially if you just want to make him block. Yep. Just get hit by a cross up. I mean, you can OS it, because there's at least 6 frames of vulnerability. If you can get real crossed up, but sometimes you don't want to. Ugh, that wasn't a real one. That was very late. I should kill, yeah. Oof, I don't know why I did 2D Yoki. Just jumped in randomly, caught me out. Ah, getting hit by the cross-ups over and over. Sucks. There we go, another cross-up. Now you're dead. Oh, burst last second. Ah, why didn't I actually land that? That should have put him into an Okizeme situation. Oh well. I think a lot of what Celica's doing wrong there is that it's making a lot of aggressive movements in the neutral, and that's just getting caught out. There's not enough awareness of the Carl doll. You can afford to take it slow. So the thing about Carl is that all of his buttons are so stumpy in neutral. Carl's buttons are stumpy, and he doesn't have the greatest of movements to really make use of trying to play any sort of footsie game. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to catch you overcommitting with the doll. Or if you're not going to overcommit with the doll, I want to try and put you into a position where I can sandwich you and just start frame trapping and doing mix-ups on you. But because like even just there, you overcommitted on the instant air dash jump, so you get animated. And then now you're going to get put in a corner, drop the combo, but yeah, that should have been worse for you. Because that would have been 2D Yoki. Ba ba ba. Safe jump. Yeah, then you get fucked. Drop the combo, but then shenanigans happen. Yeah, hell's just like a bad situation all around. This is just one mistake. Yeah, like there. One of the things you can do, I recently figured out, like it's kind of obvious, but if you do hold barrier, for AB, then you air dash, you can just keep holding and then just hold backward. You'll barrier as soon as possible. Like you don't have to worry about pressing barrier during your air dash and getting the button if you're already holding AB before you air dash. But yeah, you got a barrier first, so then you cancel your barrier into an air dash. Because once you're holding AB and you're getting barrier, you're not doing any fold, you're not pressing anything, so you're not getting any button. You would have blocked the anima there. Drop the combo. I wouldn't actually ever try and DP Carl Okizeme unless you have meter. So you can DP rapid. So the thing about Carl Okizeme is that the doll will go away on hit. It'll stop moving because 2D has no armor. So if you DP rapid, it'll interrupt the doll, and then you can just use the rapid to do whatever. Even if you don't hit Carl, you can rapid it and do whatever you need to do. Preferably interrupt Carl if he's jumping in on you. Or like something else, but yeah. Like when you gamble on DP, when Carl's always doing the jump in mix up on you off 2D, like he's always going to be buffering barrier. It's unless your DP has a lot of invul time that he fails to recognize it when he's jumping in, like it's kind of it's just very stacked against you. Yeah, it's so scary. Like, you want to press a button, but you don't know what the doll's happening. But the doll always has at least 24 frames of startup on its fastest move. It's kind of hard to recognize when you're trying to block what Carl's doing, and then doll's slapping you from behind if you make the wrong guess on your timing or slow reactions. Yeah, once you get Carl blocking, it's a pretty good situation, but then Celica actually lacks a lot of pressure and mix-up options. A lot of her stuff can be instant barrier blocked out to push her away. Once she gets out of the weird 2A, 2B stuff, with the little chainsaw thingies on the ground, and her frame traps into 6B and 2C, she becomes a lot less scary. So one of the things to do against Celica is just, if you can, just instant barrier block a lot of stuff. Oof, whiff punish. Yeah, it was whiff punish. I had that German recovery. Drive's so committal. I think it's dropped. Is that good for him? It sounds good for him. Yeah, it drops it. That should kill. Well, it doesn't kill. Whatever. Yeah. The thing you always just need to do is just watch the way you move in neutral. The car gets you blocking, just gets you blocking, you're kind of fucked. That was actually a good position before you jumped. One of the things you can do against Carl is to actually camp the doll. Like in this kind of situation. If you didn't jump there, if you camped the doll, I'm pretty sure Celica's 6B is jump cancelable on block. You can slap the doll out of anything, and then just jump cancel it on reaction. You're in a good position to camp the doll, because Carl then has to approach you and his buttons are shit. His movement is shit. So if he's going to air dash at you, then you can blow it up easy, especially if Celica's a good anti-air. If he tries to dash buttons at you, there's a certain range where he can dash button. Because he's always a hop step, he can cancel only his dash startup into a button, so it only goes a specific range. Like... like if I were to dash button, I dash about that far, and 5B would reach about that far. Like, that's going to stick my hand right into that 6B zone. It's going to trade or get launched, and it's not going to be good for me. 5C is pretty slow as well. It's been beaten by his instant air dash a lot, so it's not really something I want to be using in neutral. But yeah, you can actually camp doll if you're kind of in a good position. And I think that's one of the most important things in a Carl matchup is not putting yourself into a sandwich position, not letting him take advantage of you blocking anything, and trying to remove the threat of doll, either by out-positioning the doll or just like slapping it where you can. So that's good. He slapped the doll there. But then he gambled on the DP and that was terrible for him. But because the DP did so much damage to the doll, I don't have doll mix up. Once you block 5C, jumping is safe. Like, you don't have to watch out for any frame trap options from 5C. But even then, all the options are high risk. Oof. I think really Celica is being way too jittery. That's really like it's just playing at a scared. It's obviously playing very scared of that doll. I think just trying to play a couple of matches, being comfortable, and at least trying to control the doll. Because when you start controlling Carl's doll, you force him to approach you. You kind of force him to move on you if you take control of his doll positioning. Or he's gonna like summon a doll behind him, and then you have more space in neutral where you don't have to play for doll. One of the good things is that you can actually just kind of lame Carl out-ish. If he summons doll backwards, then he still has to like approach you with a doll. Or like do a Volante or something, and you can challenge his options. Celica can just do like fireball back at the doll for free at full screen. Carl's dead dash is pretty slow. Very hard for him to do anything off of that. And at certain positionings, you know, like he can't dash and then roll to get a lot closer. Like if you were to do a fireball from here, Carl can roll and then slap you. But if you're doing fireball and it's going all the way here, and if Carl's here, I have to hop here and then roll. Or I can slide and then roll up to here. But then it's not really a lot of distance, so you can sort of try and dictate neutral at your own pace. Celica's fireball is pretty good because Volante is a weak projectile. He gets eaten by every other projectile. And he uses up a lot of doll gauge. Whenever Carl does Volante, he's trying to do a two-prong approach. Either he's trying to catch you out with Volante and make you stop doing whatever you're doing, or he's going to try and approach you with a Volante from both. But because if he hop air dashed at you, and Celica's 6B is really good, you can sort of challenge that. Because Carl can't really do double jump fake out mix-ups, his buttons are really shit. I have to hard read and then do some jump 2C stuff. And if I do jump 2C, if you do 6B, and I double jump and then come back down with jump 2C, I can't actually combo you properly. I need meter to rapid. I'll either get a weird Allegretto combo, which is like 1.5k in no Okizeme. Get caught out. You always gotta be careful. Yeah, see, I'm trying to play really safe. When you start rushing Carl down, he doesn't have the threat to activate doll. Bam. I don't know if that's real. Yeah. It's hard. I caught the I understood the angle he was falling at, so I just navigated around it. So staying grounded is quite good against Carl. Because when you do like committed air actions like that, he just thrives off getting that single knockdown. Jump C so good. Alright, so guess that's that plays blue done. What's next? Guilty gear.